Okay, can you say postcard picture perfect day 3 times real quickly? I had to practice that as this day is starting here in Trinity Beach, north of Cairns in Australia. And you can see from the view behind me just how beautiful of a day it is here. It's actually really warm, very humid. Temperatures are probably about 85-90 degrees. So I'm on my way down to get my cappuccino, and I thought I'd do my morning thoughts remotely this morning, if you will. So one of the thoughts that's been going through my mind was something that a client of mine told me today out of Salt Lake City. His words to me as we were saying goodbye, and I was telling him that I'm going to go dive the Great Barrier Reef, is he said, please don't die, you know? And for those of you that follow me regularly, you know what I do for a living. I'm a web developer, and I've got a lot of responsibility. There are a lot of businesses that rely on me, and it's something that I take very, very seriously. So, you know, a lot of times I'll be traveling about. Like yesterday, the hostess where I'm staying, she was a little persistent in asking me to go to this shack, if you will, in the rainforest, you know, to spend the day and kind of hang out. And I told her no, I had to work. And she just, you know, couldn't understand that. A lot of times when I'm traveling around, people think that because I'm not from the area, such as Trinity Beach, and a lot of people come here for vacation, they think that I'm on vacation, when in fact I'm not on vacation. And I've been telling people that I'm, you know, when people say, you know, are you on holiday? I say, no, I'm just having a midlife crisis. So, no, I'm not having a midlife crisis. I wish I were having a midlife crisis, because that would put me to the age of 100 as I'm 50 years old. But anyway, some other quick thoughts. Wonderful evening last night. When I was choosing a place to stay here in Trinity Beach, my choice was narrowed down to 2 selections. One was a woman named Ella, and the other was a woman named Susie. And Ella, she's a production designer, and I was looking at the pictures on Airbnb, and her place looked like it was the Ritz-Carlton. You know, I thought maybe I'm gonna have a pillow top bed and flowers waiting for me, and you know, all that type of stuff. And it was anything but. I mean, it's nice accommodations, don't get me wrong. You know, for $50 you certainly can't complain, you know, for $50 a night. But anyway, it wasn't what I expected or had hoped, but nonetheless, I ended up, I was committed to 3 nights, and I canceled the 3rd night, which is tonight, if only because tomorrow I'm going snorkeling on the Great Barrier Reef, and they would have picked me up. That's Port Douglas, about 45 minutes north of here. And they would have picked me up, the snorkeling place, they would have picked me up in the morning, but there was some problem with where I would put my luggage during the day, etc., etc. So that was a consideration. So what I did was I just opted to book an extra night up in Port Douglas, and so I'll be leaving there today, leaving for there today at about 3 o'clock. And I've got 6 nights up at, I think it's called the Club Tropical Resort or something in Port Douglas. A very modest place up there in Port Douglas. What I am looking forward to, though, this weekend is is just hanging out on the 4 Mile beach. They have a beach that's just pristine white sand, and it goes for 4 miles. So that'll be nice to spend some time on the 4 Mile beach. And then the Daintree Forest. I'm going to spend 1 day and go to the Daintree Forest. But other than that, it's going to be work as usual. And let's see, what else? So I pretty much decided that what I'm going to do from here forward is I've got 6 nights in Port Douglas starting tonight. Then I'm going to find my way down. I'm staying at the Holiday Inn on the Esplanade in Cairns, and I've got 4 nights at the Holiday Inn. And then from there, I'm going to fly direct to Sydney, and that'll give me about 10 nights left on this trip. I'm scheduled to fly out on the 17th, but I'm flexible because my place back in California is not available until the 25th. So what I'm thinking that I will do is I'll get to Sydney, and I'll kind of check things out there. It'll be work as usual for me, but I'll do a day trip or whatever. I want to do a day trip up to the Blue Mountains perhaps, and then maybe a couple other sightseeing excursions while I'm down in Sydney. But for the most part, I just want to experience Sydney and see if it's a place that I might want to come back and rent a place for 3 to 6 months next winter, our winter, their summer. So I'm looking forward to getting down to Sydney, no, that's another week away. I've got to, I'm trying to learn to live in the moment, if you will, and not always be living for something that's gonna happen or might happen, so to speak. But anyway, another thought that I had today was that, as I do these videos, I realize that, what I'm finding is that on these videos, when I upload videos such as this one where I'm just talking, I get anywhere from 60 to 90 hits, people watching that regularly. So when I do a video like this, 60 to 90 hits of people that tune in and watch this regularly. And then over time, some of the other videos that I do, like the Great Ocean Road or whatever, those hits will build up over time as the video gets integrated into the search engine results. But so I've got about 80, I figure I've got about 80 to 100 people that tune in regularly to see, where I'm at or what I'm doing. And just to make a clarification, I think it's interesting that many people find my life, what I'm doing and what I'm thinking worth listening or watching. But nonetheless, I guess they do. But with all the stuff going on in the world, my life and what I'm doing in my life is so insignificant to the overall picture, and I realize that. I do these videos more just for fun and for my own personal ability to be able to reflect and go back on points and times in my life that I've experienced. So that's the real motivation for these videos. And if people enjoy watching the videos, that's great. If they don't, nobody watches these videos. Like I've said before, I wouldn't care if not even one person watched. Well, I might care if my mom didn't watch the videos. Mom, so you just keep tuning in and watching these videos, okay? Maybe even one day you'll look right below the video where it says reply, Mom, and you'll click reply and say, oh, Tom, I love you, or something like that, But a son can only hope, right? So. So anyway, that's all from down under. It is hot, and I need to go get my flat white and get to work. So have a great day, and I'll leave you with a beautiful view of the ocean where I find myself.